It's the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Glad you could join us here on 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Next to me, Kenny the Jet Smith and Dr. Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. And for Brooklyn, they're in the bottom half of the conference, but have to look at this game as a winnable one, up against a team in the middle of the standings. We'll see how they do. And a true star on display tonight, as we'll get a chance to see Anthony Davis. He does so much out there. Shaq, what makes him so difficult to match up with?
Before I answer that question, Ernie, I want you to rub my hand.
I will do nothing of the
Just,
sort.
Ernie, trust me.
Trust
I needed to make my point.
I'm just touching your hand.
Feel that, Ernie?
Yes, I do.
It's like his jump shot, silky and soft.
Ooh,
he can get it over anyone. Stop touching me now, Ernie. He also can put it on the floor and beat most players his size off the dribble. But that jumper reminds me of my skin, silky, sexy, and smooth.
Wow, I'm glad I'm 2 seats away. But I'll tell you what, he simply moves better than most people at his position. You know, his fluidity, his footwork, second to none in that position. And yes, silky smooth. I don't know, Ernie, you can only attest to this, like Shaq's hands and skin, but very so. Very good.
Look, all I can say right now is I wish I were anywhere but here.
Let's meet your Brooklyn Nets. At the shooting guard position, at 6'6", number 12, Joe. 16 inches, number 15, Isaiah Wade. At small forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 34.
From Brooklyn, New York, and the home of the Nets, we're broadcasting live from Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Back to the road tomorrow as this is the final game of the Nets homestand. It's a disappointing segment of the season for this team, no doubt about it, as the losing streak has continued, guys, to grow.
Yeah, and Kevin, things are starting to get a little bit out of control for them. This losing streak is starting to become an embarrassment, and it's only going to get worse if things don't change.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Cunningham is out there with Davis, and it's Hill in at the small forward position. And Brooklyn has possession. Following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. What an excellent matchup at the center position tonight, Brent. Do centers take it as personal challenges when they are in that marquee matchup with the name as big as theirs?
I think they do, Kevin, but with the way the game is played nowadays, I think it gets a little frustrating for centers because we often don't see teams just pounding it down into the block or finding guys in the post. So the way that they have to impact the game isn't the way that we're used to in the 70s and 80s with huge scoring outputs. It's more about offensive rebounding, great screen setting, and shot blocking.
They're so hard to officiate, too. Sometimes they don't know what they can and cannot do from night to night.
And the fact that the game is so spread out, all of a sudden when centers are in the middle of all that action and it looks physical, maybe more fouls get called because we're just not used to seeing that much banging going on in the middle.
Now here is Holiday. Offensive rebound. Davis, the pass to Cunningham. Lopez with the block.
Man, he's had 3 good looks at the basket and nothing to show for it.
And the pass to Whitehead. He kicks it to Lopez. No good that time. Great D that time from Davis. to the paint. Cunningham gets the bucket.
That's just superb work from Dante Cunningham, pounding his way down in the paint and getting the easy look.
Lopez outside. Here's the screen. Top of the key, Harris. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Well, how much more does it mean that they did this on the road? Some tired legs on their starters led to more minutes for the bench, and that turned out to be a big blessing in disguise.
Now here's Booker. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Holiday dishes to Heel. Unloads. And the rebound goes to Lopez. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Pass to Booker. He feeds it to Lopez. Lopez controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Outside Holiday. Kicks to Heel. Jacks up a 3. And no good that time. The Nets with the lead. Here's Bogdanovich. He's coming off a 16-point game against Atlanta.
And really, last time, what I liked best is he used his body extremely well on the offensive glass. It seemed like the defense wanted no part of him when he got underneath.
Here's Harris. Buries the long-range jumper. Harris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You really have to challenge him when he lines up from deep, or he's going to bury you.
Hield kicks to Hill. Dishes to Holiday. Lets it go with a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, gorgeous outside jumper from the former UCLA Bruin. He can get hot from the three-point line if you give him room like that.
And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The Pelicans making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Bogdanovich.
Well, he has a great ability to lead his man with the pass. Puts him in great position to score.
Earlier, David Aldridge had a chance to speak with head coach Alvin Gentry. D.A., what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. Well, we talked about his team's game plan coming into the matchup. I addressed the shot blocking and the demoralizing effect that team has. And he said that could be a factor psychologically as well as physically. The key for us is to play unselfishly, draw the help, and kick the ball to the open man. If we execute our offense well, we'll be fine. Kevin?
Thanks for getting back to us on that report, David. Guys?
You know, they obviously spent the brunt of their time preparing for this game by coming up with ways to attack that vaunted defense.
Yeah, and it's really a challenge to try and find holes, gaps, and to score some points. So they give nothing to you that's going to be easy.
That's good from Lopez.
Man, when you look at the Nets over the past couple years, it's really astounding. I mean, they've been near the bottom of almost every major statistical category as a team. I mean, that means that they really have nothing to count on to stabilize themselves when they aren't going well in a game. And when you don't have an identity as a team, boy, it is hard to find consistency.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And on the topic of the Nets, it's hard to identify their calling card as a team because the roster, Greg, still seems to be in a state of flux.
And not many draft picks or trade assets. It really may come down to love the ones you're with, at least for a little while longer. I mean, they have some scorers. They have some playmakers. If they can just find a way to block out the noise and play their game, they can be an entertaining play.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Nets leading by 5. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Oh, great ball movement there.
New Orleans is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Holiday kicks to Hield. New Orleans moving the ball around. Outside Holiday. Here's Davis. Good D by Lopez.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
Got right up in his jersey. I thought they actually traded for him. Didn't allow separation. Just a terrific effort.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points last game. Outside Jones. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
That led the coach to make a bunch of makeshift lineups out there, guys playing different roles than they're used to, and predictably, that did not lead to a very precise performance.
Here's Whitehead, guarded by Holiday. Whitehead passes to Lopez. Soft touch off the glass. Lopez has got his 3rd basket of the night. Pelicans trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here's Holiday. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Pass to Whitehead. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hield. Gets an open look and hits.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets one to go.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. And you look at Anthony Davis's offensive game, a very capable ball handler. But you know what, Brent? He scores best playing off the ball sometimes, catching and making plays inside.
Well, I love his decision-making right there in that instance because he rarely takes bad shots. Maybe one of the most underrated parts of his game is that he just doesn't turn the ball over very much. And for a high usage rate guy, that's impressive stuff.
Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for Hield. And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Pelicans 4th.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Now here's Lopez. 20 points for him last game against Atlanta. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez. He took good advantage of that screen. Lopez has got 10 points.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Moore. Six on the shot clock. Here's Jones. Got a piece of it. And he recovers it. Now Hamilton. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Kilpatrick. Outside, Lynn. 14 feet away. That shot off the mark. Excellent D there from Holiday. Pelicans trail by 7. Outside, Davis. Here's Moore. No good on the triple.
Perfect positioning, and you know he will knock that look down more times than not. Just didn't connect there. You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him, but you know he'll look to shoot that one again.
Now here is Hill, looking for his first basket still in this one. Holiday against Lynn. From about 16, yes, that goes in.
Well, the D was there, but the offense was better. Drew Holiday knocks down the jumper.
Lynn kicks to Hamilton. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Moore with the steal. To the left side wing. 17-foot shot on the way. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. And now just a 3-point Nets lead. Lynn kicks to Hamilton. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Kilpatrick. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Kilpatrick. Last game out he had 14. Just 5 on the clock. It's good from long range. And the Nets lead by 6.
He's an average three-point shooter at best, but the defender still has to come over and respect it.
And Holiday kicks to Moore. Lynn against Holiday. Tries it from 9. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Brooklyn leading by 4. Lynn with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Off the screen, and Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Jones dishes to Holiday. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Stolen away. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's guarded by Hill. And a wide open look for Lynn. Here's Hamilton. And Jones sends it back. Moore outside. Hill left side. Back to Moore. Davis sets a screen. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Lock at 6. That shot is off. And Brooklyn will come the other way.
He just doesn't seem to be himself shooting the ball right now, guys. Just looks a tad bit uneasy, and that's affecting the result.
Too many steps.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. Some changes for New Orleans. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. Evans comes in for Solomon Hill, and it's Frazier in for Drew Holiday. Pelicans trail by 6. Frazier outside. The feed to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
Fearless play from AD there, drawing the contact, earning a trip to the stripe. Well, they call him the Brow, Anthony Davis, and many consider him to be the most transcendent player that the NBA has for its near future. Now, I know his team has struggled just a little bit, and that's put some damper on those expectations. But make no mistake, he will accomplish many great things by the time his career is over.
And so he hits both. And even for a #1 pick, how quickly Anthony Davis has emerged as a superstar in this league.
In 2012, joining that Team USA as the 12th man. And then by 2014 in Spain, he led the team to the gold medal. Talk about a quick ascension. That is Anthony Davis, and very scary to think about his untapped potential. And the takeover has begun. This is his game right now, guys.
Frazier kicks to Evans. Feeds it to Ashe. Frazier outside. Outside, Davis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Hamilton's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Now here's Lynn. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lopez left side. He gets it up. No good on that last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 7. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
A lot of tough D being played by them so far. It's been the difference maker.
Very physical, very active. Their defense has all the components needed to get stops.
We've got Booker. Jeremy Lin is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Hamilton in at center. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. You look at the crop of point guards in the NBA today, maybe in the golden age of that particular position, maybe the strongest we've ever seen in league history. Some would say yes, some would say no. You're shaking your head there. What do you think?
I think it's just incredible the amount of talent that we see on a nightly basis at the point guard position.
You're in awe.
Absolutely in awe. And I'm also just infatuated, Kevin, with the stylistic differences of what it is that these players represent. The shock and awe of a Russell Westbrook who'll come right at you, right over you, and right through you. The finesse and incredible shooting prowess of Steph Curry. The bulldog mentality of a Kyle Lowry. We have some amazing point guards in the league that do it in very different ways, but still lead their teams to great success.
Why now? Why now is it happening?
I'm not sure, especially when we talk about the NBA and what the NBA has represented for years. It's a bunch of tall guys who are really good that run around the court and throw the ball through the hoop. That's not what we're seeing. We're seeing skilled guys with remarkable ball handling ability, with incredible skill set, with their shooting prowess.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And I'm not sure, but I'm enjoying it.
I am too. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, we know Brook Lopez is a little vertically challenged, but he's still effective inside with an array of shots. That little push shot came because he said, I'm not the quickest guy in the world, so I want to get space and get it up quick, where they have no chance of contesting it. And his go-to move is that righty hook coming across the middle. Kevin?
And D.A., you can't block it. You just can't let him get to that left shoulder. The Nets making a switch here. Foy's checked in. And the second free throw, good. In the city of New Orleans, still grappling with the legacy of Hurricane Katrina back in 2005. So much devastation. But, Brent, this city has really come back, and their bounce back has been inspirational.
Well, it has been inspirational, and it continues to inspire people around this city to great, great heights. And what the Pelicans have in front of them, Kevin, could really bring a sense of confidence and community to New Orleans in some huge ways. Anthony Davis has a lot on his shoulders, but could go down as one of the most influential athletes in Louisiana.
Here is Cunningham. following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Evans passes to Ashik and stolen by Hamilton. And Bogdanovich now top the key, and the rejection by Evans. Hamilton dishes to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Lynn. The tray, and again Brooklyn with the triple.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
There's a good screen. And here's Evans outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Evans has got 5 points in the quarter.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Wow, more threes in the NBA? Who knew? Teams trading tray balls.
Now here's Booker. And again, it's Brooklyn converting. Here is Frazier. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Right wing. The dish to Ashik. Here's Evans. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his third rebound tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
That one goes. Count it. Hamilton's got 8.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
An interconference matchup. They faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games.
Fields checked in for the Pelicans. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for New Orleans.
You know, and you don't see them leaning too heavily one way or the other, striking a real nice balance between taking it inside and stretching the floor. That's always a sign for me of a well-coached team.
Pelicans trail by 14. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Galloway. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And here's Foy. Back to Booker. Pass to Lynn. 5 on the clock. In the corner, it's Hamilton. The second chance effort. Booker goes up again. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. For Brooklyn, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Brent, I can picture you now winning that dunk contest back in '96. How did you prepare for that, and what do you think of the dunks that are being pulled off in the modern game now?
I think the dunks today are kind of tough to judge, Kevin, because you're able to see everything you want on your mobile device. And as a matter of fact, why are you looking at the dunks on Vine right now, Kevin?
Because some of these are amazing.
I know, and that's
I'm
the problem.
I'm looking at yours.
Yeah, that's too much.
Your dunk was amazing.
Yeah, that was in black and white. So the amazing thing that guys have to compete against when it comes to the NBA All-Star Game is the fact that a lot of kids and a lot of fans have seen some amazing things because they have access to it. And then all of a sudden you're on that big stage and you better do something spectacular and you better do it quick to get their attention. But I think we still got some tremendous athletes in our game. And last year, Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on an absolute show in Toronto.
The creativity's off the charts, though. Wouldn't you say the things they think of these kids are amazing?
Not only the things they're thinking of, Kevin, but the things that the NBA guys are borrowing from some of the great dunkers that are out there professionally touring around the world. And they're taking some of those ideas, and they should, because we have some incredible guys doing incredible things.
A nice shot by Lynn.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
And the attack mentality, I think he surprised the entire defense with that one.
Now here's Evans. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Got that one up quick. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night. Pelicans trail by 18. Evans kicks to Galloway. He feeds it to Cunningham. Evans outside. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Evans has got his third bucket of the night.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here's Lynn. 5 points in the game, and he gets the bucket.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Galloway, defended by Lynn. Evans outside. Asik with it. Now Hamilton defending. It's tipped. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's interesting, Bogdanovich came over from Croatia a couple years back. He's shown flashes, Greg, of talent, especially offensively, but he's still putting it all together.
Yeah, I think consistency is the key for him. Sometimes he's aggressive, other times he just disappears. Does have good size and strength for a wing, can hit from the outside, also finishes well around the basket. I like to see him create more for his teammates.
And you know, there was so much excitement surrounding the Nets when they finished the new arena in Brooklyn in 2012. They traded for Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to try to fast-track their success. But that win-now strategy really failed.
Yeah, and that's what can happen when you mortgage your future. Short-term goals can lead to that long-term misery. And they still have some pieces they can build around. We'll see what additional talent they can attract going forward. Yeah, it's got to be concerned with all the missed shots here, and every team goes through cold streaks. You just got to figure out a way to stay productive.
You just don't want to get to a point where you're forcing too much, not just letting the opportunities come within the flow of your offense.
Harris is checked in for Bogdanovich. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. The Pelicans fourth.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
So it's the Pelicans now. Pick up by Hill. Here's Asik. It's deflected. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Foy. It's rebounded by New Orleans. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. And that will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. Screen by Asik. Hill against Harris. Back to Jones. Inside. Clock is at 3. The 3 from Hill. Some solid defense from Harris. Nets leading by 21. Back to Hamilton. It's stolen by Hill. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Jones. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
All right, a moment to see the stats for Booker. Really been a key contributor over the past month. putting up about 10 points a night, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Pelicans shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jones.
And for the Pelicans, the way that their roster is constructed, they can play big or small. The question is which lineup works best. They have players who are great at one end but can hurt you on the other. That's just a tricky balance.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for the Nets. And New Orleans also making a change. Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. And the Pelicans can load up in the middle. They can space the floor. Brent, what do you think suits them the best?
Well, you always look at the matchup first, Kevin, but ultimately a team has to become very confident in what it is that they can do and not concern themselves with the other team. I think they're best at spacing the floor and using Anthony Davis's quickness on the perimeter and in the transition game to really take it at teams.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 7. Screen by Asik. Shoots the 3. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Hill. 10 points for Drew Holiday.
As the ball swung to Holiday, he did not think twice, and he let it go once he caught it. Pass creating rhythm. Defense not anticipating that.
Here's Booker. He's got 8. To the inside. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Booker. Off target on the 15-footer.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Now Hill. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York. Just 5 on the clock. Hill dishes to Holiday. Hamilton pulls it in. Hamilton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. There's the pick. At the elbow, it's Harris. Hamilton kicks to Booker. Hollis-Jefferson passes to Hamilton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Pelicans trail by 17. Holiday left side. Screen by Jones. The shot. Again, Holiday missing.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
Harris dishes to Booker. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Harris passes to Whitehead. Taken away by Holiday. Kicks it to Hill. The rebound by the Nets. Booker's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Whitehead. Booker is screen on Holiday. Knocks it loose. Dishes it to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Whitehead passes to Booker. And the 3 ball is good.
Timeout, timeout.
Booker's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Yeah, he's been precise on offense. I don't think he's made one mistake on that end of the floor so far.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Brent, we've gone far enough into the season at this point where we can see a few teams now breaking away from the pack.
Yeah, it's always surprising, Kevin, when it's a team at the beginning of the year that we didn't expect. That's when we get excited about a team coming from nowhere and starting to do great things.
Good point. New Orleans making some changes here. Davis has checked in for Usher, and it's E'Twaun Moore checking in for Hill. Pelicans trail by 20. Moore outside. Davis sets a screen, and it's Moore penetrating. He dishes it to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. Davis kicks to Hill. The three-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 20. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And the Pelicans making a change here. Frazier's checked in. Inside. Poked loose. Moore dishes to Davis. Back to Moore. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Really great look by Davis there. He is always looking to set up his teammates.
The Pelicans have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
One shot, mind the lanes.
The free throw off from Moore. And the Pelicans have targeted what they call young veterans, guys who know the league but are still going into their prime.
Yeah, you think about names like Drew Holiday, Tyreek Evans, maybe even Omir Ashik. Of course, those players have commanded some big contracts to this point, and you like to see them healthy enough for the coaching staff to determine whether or not this group of players is going to work together and what their ceiling might be.
For Brooklyn, they have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. Pelicans trail by 21. Frazier kicks to Moore. Frazier outside. Passes to Davis. With the fadeaway. Yep, that one goes. Davis has got 6 points.
And really, you can't play defense on Anthony Davis better than that, but offense beats defense.
Lopez a screen. Here's the 3. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, after hitting a 3 in the first quarter, he's gone cold from the perimeter during this one.
Jones kicks to Moore. Screen by Jones. Shot clock at 5. Davis, a strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
When a physical specimen like Anthony Davis gets room near the basket, you have to get him the rock every single time. Great recognition there.
Here's Kilpatrick. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Frazier outside. Hill has the open look. Good. Great play set up by Frazier. Here's Whitehead. The pass to Lopez. Fader on the way. The shot, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Nets out in front, up by 15. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. A nice show being put on tonight by Brooke Lopez. he had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
Shaq, how do you think New Orleans played?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that wraps up halftime as the game is set to get back underway. Let's send it back to Kevin Harlan and crew. They are standing by courtside.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Yeah, those extra possessions, considering how hard it can be sometimes to find offense, become invaluable.
Nets leading by 15, so the Pelican 5 right now. Holiday and Hield team up in the backcourt. Davis is out there with Omer Ashik, and it's Hill in at the 3 slot. There's the feed to Lopez. Bogdanovich passes to Whitehead. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Clock at 4. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Whitehead's got his team on the board first here in the second half for Brooklyn. Holiday dishes to Hield. And Ashik kicks to Holiday. Up again. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 10 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Lopez, a screen on Holiday. Lopez outside. And the Nets, another 3.
See, that's such an advantage right there. At his height, it's criminal to have that much range.
And Holiday kicks to Hield. Feeds it to Holiday. Pick up by Hill. There's the dish to Davis. And it's sent back by Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded by Hill. That one drops for him. 21 points for Brook Lopez.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
And already maybe a defensive adjustment needs to be made here in the second half if their current setup leads to chances like that, high percentage.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
And maybe a great run of games coming here. Let's see if he can keep building on this performance.
Here's Whitehead and Harris wide open. He shoots. Omer Ashik with the rebound.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
And as far as Ashik's value offensively, mostly working without the ball in his hands. Brent, a great offensive rebounder, and he's a prolific and terrific screen setter.
Well, really, he's a very limited 5-man, as you mentioned. A good screen setter, but not great hands on the inside unless he's controlling offensive rebounders. No question that he's out there for both defense and rebounding.
Now here is Holiday. 10 points for him. Outside Hill. Davis sets a screen. Here's the teardrop. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
And even though he's been incredible from the field so far, his team still hasn't been able to get the edge in this one.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, smartphones and other technology are ubiquitous nowadays. Clippers head coach Doc Rivers says teams do pay a price. Social media and texting has absolutely hurt chemistry, he said. He recalled his championship season with the Celtics. One of the best things that happened to them was during the preseason in Italy, the players couldn't get a wireless signal, and they had to actually talk with one another. Kevin?
Yeah, that connection between players can make a difference. Thanks, David. Well, Brent, we all know that you come from a huge basketball family. Your dad, Rick, leading the way and in the Hall of Fame, and your brothers all played at various levels. What was it like coming up in a basketball-centric household?
Well, first of all, thanks for the underhanded compliment there. You got that, Kevin? Underhanded.
Yeah.
Sorry about
Free
that.
throws, yes. I got it.
It was a lot of fun. Having two older brothers and one younger was very, very competitive. So maybe some of the sapling from the fruits of that tree dripped into us with regards to playing the game. And just was around it. So it felt very natural to be in the locker room, to be on the gym floor, and then eventually push the potential to see where you could get.
And some pretty good discussions around the family dinner table, I'm sure, on the game.
Some decent ones, but Kevin, we played a lot more wiffle ball, soccer, Nerf football than basketball, and most of those games never ever got to the ending. Too much fighting. Too much
some bloody
fighting.
lips. Now here's Hield, guarded by Harris. Evans outside. He kicks it to Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Right at the free throw line, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting it.
A second chance effort, and Davis can't get it to go.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
No good from Hamilton. Pelicans trailed by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
And they need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Bogdanovich. Good on the three-point shot. Bogdanovich has got 10.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Well, they've been on a roll ever since the break. Doesn't seem to matter whether the shots are open or there's a hand in the face.
From the high post, and Davis sends it back. Hield kicks to Evans. Makes it off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
And that bucket shows you how patient Evans can be. Lets the play develop and then confidently soars for the inside shot.
Outside, Lynn. To the paint. Lopez passes to Harris. And Davis sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Foy's checked in. Langston Galloway's checked in for New Orleans. Here is Lynn. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. Shot off the pick. Pelicans with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
Yeah, he is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And it seems like everything Anthony Davis is touching is turning to gold. And by gold, Kevin, I mean 2 points.
3 on 3. Here's Galloway. Here's Holiday. Keeps it alive, and the whistle blows, and it's going to be an over-the-back call here.
You know, right call. Gave the officials no choice there. I mean, they've got to make that call over the back.
Full 24-second shot clock. Davis sets a screen. Here's Galloway. No good from outside.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. And again, it's the Nets missing. Pelicans trail by 16. Here's Galloway. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. To the wing on the left. Holiday dishes to Cunningham. 5 to shoot. Here's Galloway. And it falls over the rim and in. Galloway has got his second bucket. Brooklyn with the ball. Lynn kicks to Hamilton. Back to Lynn. Over in the corner, Foy. Outside, Lynn. Here's Hamilton. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Galloway, defended by Lynn. Evans outside. Cunningham passes to Galloway. Here's Evans. And that one hits back iron.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
There's Foy with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. Foy's got 6 points.
Well, they brought the double team to force the ball out of his hands, but failed to rotate off the pass.
Right side, Holiday. He feeds it to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And a look here at the shot chart.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything, and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Ejuan Moore, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Tim Frazier comes in for Drew Holiday. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Alvin, one of the best in the league at drawing up plays to free up a shooter. He's been doing that his whole career.
Here's Kilpatrick. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside, Lynn. The 3. Offensive rebound. Hamilton kicks to Lynn. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez a screen. In the corner, Hollis Jefferson kicks it to Hamilton. Here's Kilpatrick, and you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And Brent Gentry usually leads the league, or is right at the top of it in terms of points out of timeouts for coaches.
Well, it may sound like a silly stat, Kevin, but you think about it. When it is that coaches call these timeouts, usually they're either losing momentum or the other team is, and to come back with a play that gets you an efficient, good look at the basket for a score, that's impressive stuff.
Pelicans trail by 20. Frazier dishes to Cunningham. Pass to Galloway. They set the pick. Here's Moore. And a miss there on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
The Pelicans shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Now here's Frazier. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
One shot. And that's exactly what you want. Height mismatch in close leads to the easy layup.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for the Nets. And the Pelicans also making a change. Jones is checked in. The Pelicans have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. That's good from Cunningham. Nets leading by 17. Lynn kicks to Booker. Here's Kilpatrick. Back to Booker. Lopez left side. 6 to shoot. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, this team would be in some bad shape, guys, if he wasn't scoring like this right now.
Lynn kicks to Lopez. Here's Kilpatrick. Back to Lopez. Lynn against Frazier. Booker outside. Here's Kilpatrick. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Kilpatrick's got his second bucket of the game to go. Lynn with the steal. Here's Kilpatrick. Lopez. It's stolen by Davis. And Moore kicks to Davis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Davis has got 16 points here in the second half. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lynn. Dishes it to Booker. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. They set the pick. Clock at 6. Frazier against Lynn. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after him.
He has to be frustrated out there right now. His teammates are really picking up the slack for a lackluster offensive night.
Here's Lopez. The second chance effort. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Frazier outside. He dishes it to Jones. Davis sets a screen. Frazier kicks to Davis. The baseline J. Rebound Brooklyn. 22 is their biggest lead. Lynn with it. 5 points in the game. Passes it to Lopez. Shoots from the elbow. Misses the shot.
Great contest from AD there. Always a legitimate threat to throw it back.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Nets lead by 15. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Forget about the scoring, let's compete. Just compete, that's all. Not that hard to do now.
Without worrying about what's led up to this point, Alvin Gentry trying to refocus his players' efforts.
Yeah, I mean, dwelling on the point differential at this point isn't going to fix anything. But all 5 guys giving maximum effort, that might be a cure-all for a whole lot.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Bogdanovich out there with Trevor Booker. And it's Kilpatrick in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And the Pelicans surrendering a 2015 draft pick that turned into Sam Dekker in exchange for Omer Ashik. Not a bad trade for a starting center.
Yeah, for a team that lacked a proven center after they gave up Robin Lopez, it made a lot of sense. And they doubled down on Omer and gave him a new $60 million contract in 2015. They hope that he's the answer inside and can play some minutes alongside AD.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
And the free throw game is something Ashik can definitely work on. He's very hit and miss from there.
And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
at the line for two. No good on that one. He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 15. And Moore kicks to Davis. Outside Hill. And the pass to Moore. The three. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Moore's gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. The feed to Hamilton. Pass to Kilpatrick. There's the dish to Bogdanovich. He kicks it to Hamilton. Pass to Whitehead. Here's the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. That one good for 2. Brooklyn leading by 10. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Hamilton with a screen on Hill. Kicks it out to Booker. Feeds it to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kilpatrick. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Kilpatrick. Passes it to Whitehead. For the three. Sinks the triple. And the Nets lead by 13. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kicks it to Ashe. Outside Holiday. Davis dishes to Ashe. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Free throw good. Ashe. Fields checked in for Moore. Good on both.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bogdanovich, no luck. Pelicans trail by 11. Outside Holiday. Right side Davis. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 26 points for Anthony Davis.
That play happens because of the solid pass from Holiday.
Taken away by Holiday. Floats one up, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Davis sets a screen. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. 12 points for Drew Holiday. Nets leading by 7. Over to the left wing. Whitehead's shot is off. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Ashe laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Ashik's got 5 points now this quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Bogdanovich. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pelicans trail by 5. Outside Holiday. In the corner, it's Hield. Off target from outside. The Nets have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. He gets that one. And the Nets lead by 7.
A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
Now here is Holiday. Davis sets a screen. Outside Holiday. 5 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Hill. That time the assist by Holiday. And it's 6 points for Hill.
I don't know if it's drawn up quite like that, but they'll take it.
Here's Kilpatrick. Hamilton up top. Pelicans pull it in. Ashik's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Dishes it to Hield. And Ashik now atop the key. He feeds it to Hield. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Drills the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Nets lead.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
To the middle. Here's Hamilton. And Davis sends it back. Here's Hield. Here's Hill. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
This is a testament to this team's fortitude, never giving up. Folks, we've got a new ball game.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Justin Hamilton. Dante Cunningham's checked in for the Pelicans. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And he dunks it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
Here's Holiday after the basket by Brooklyn. Hill up top. Wide open look. Offensive rebound. Cunningham.
And Cunningham is just an athletic big man who knows how to get to the free throw line.
And the first one drops. And so Cunningham nails both of them. Brooklyn with the ball. They trail by 1. To the inside. Here's Lopez. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lopez has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
Still a lot of potential with Drew Holiday, I feel. He can pass and he can shoot and he can beat you off the dribble. He's just got a nice change of pace to his game. A herky-jerky style guard, but playing alongside Anthony Davis, lots of room for him to operate.
That's good from Holiday. And the one thing you like about Holiday, the versatility with his size and shooting. He can play on or off the ball well.
Well, he's got a lot of attributes for a combo guard in this league because he can play both positions on either end of the floor and defend them as well. But you like the ball in his hands. He's a gifted operator. And I really like, Kevin, the fact that when the ball is in Drew Holiday's hands, he has an opportunity to connect with Anthony Davis.
Lopez, no luck. New Orleans has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now here is Holiday. The pass to Davis. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, the shooting percentage is excellent so far, and without him, they might not have the lead like they do now.
There's the feed to Booker. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Shot by Hield. Nobody around. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, I know the shot's been off just a smidge tonight, but he's contributed in other ways to help his team have the lead in this game so far.
Now here's Lopez. Top of the key, Harris. It's stolen by Davis. Holiday, no one around him. The shot comes out, and Brooklyn will come the other way. Pass to Whitehead. Lopez a screen. Clock at 6. And the Nets miss again.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
And this is one of those slumps that you'll just probably want to shoot your way out of.
They get the rebound. Basket good. And that's now 30 points for Anthony Davis.
And one of the stories of the second half has been all of those second chance points. I mean, they have been terrific on the offensive backboard.
In the corner, it's Harris. Good on the three-point shot.
Look, I checked the numbers, guys. We know he is great from out there. He made one in the first half. Now he has one so far in this half. Look out.
Now here's Davis. Davis sets a screen. In the corner, it's Hield. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Whitehead. Lopez a screen. The dish to Booker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. Pelicans leading by 3. Down low. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker. Here is Cunningham, defended by Booker. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Good D by Lopez. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Harris outside. Lopez passes to Whitehead. Lopez a screen on Holiday. Here's Whitehead. And again, no good by Brooklyn. New Orleans has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Here's Hield. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. And that's 11 points for Buddy Hield.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there, just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
And good defenders know it's about angles, got great position, and really bothered the release point.
And Holiday kicks to Hill. 6 on the shot clock. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now it's an 8-point Pelican lead.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
There's the 3. Whitehead's shot is off. New Orleans has gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. There's the pick. Outside Holiday. He dishes it to Cunningham. That pushes it to double digits. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
He faded back on that one to give himself some room.
Worked himself into the mid-range area. Smaller defender on him, so that's a high percentage look.
Davis setting the pick for Holiday. Off the pick. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. Timeout called the Nets. They're losing by 10. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Lopez passes to Whitehead. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Really led his teammate there. Never once did he have to break his stride or momentum.
And it's the Pelicans' ball. Holiday dishes to Hill. He kicks it to Heel. Davis sets a screen. From deep. And another three for New Orleans.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
That's the rub. They're leaving nothing to chance here, putting all their energy into this closeout.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen. Pass to Harris. Lets it go with a three. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And here is Hield. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Giroux, congrats on the win. Everything seemed to start working in the second half. What changed for you?
I think we just picked it up in the fourth quarter. I mean, they were kind of there the whole time, but in the fourth quarter we really, rev it up.
Great to see you back on the court, Giroux. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, friends and neighbors. Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith as we move forward to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis. A virtuoso performance in the third quarter. Got hot, and his teammates fed off that the rest of the way.
One of the great superstars in the NBA, Anthony Davis, operating at the top level of his game tonight. He had the presence in the paint at both ends. Now that strikes fear in the heart of the opposition.
And this kid has some swagger tonight. Play after play, he was getting after it, making plays. You know what? I think we saw him play at the level he could always play at. Now it's up to him.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, See you.
Good night.